Greetings friends! Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how I created this book look for Daughters of Fire and Sea, the first book to a new epic fantasy series by Holly Karlsson. For this book look, I was hugely inspired by the main characters, Runa and Lyric, as well as the cover art. So if you're interested in how I put this look together, please keep on watching. Starting with a clean bare face, the first thing I'm going to do is prime both my face and my eyes with my favorite primers. Right now, my favorites are e.l.f. Poreless Primer and NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Primer. Next, I'm just using my daily foundation and concealer, which is Clinique Continuous Coverage SPF 15 Foundation in Beige and e.l.f. HD Concealer in Fair. I'm applying it the way I would for my everyday makeup, dotting it all over my face with my fingers before buffing it out with a foundation brush and a beauty blender. And I'm just setting the places I normally get oily with some translucent setting powder by Ben Nye. With some brow gel, I'm combing and shaping my brows in preparation for body paint later on. Using my James Charles palette, I'm going to be using all three matte shades of blue in the palette for this side of my face, starting with the color Playground. With this lighter shade of blue, I'm smoking out the top part of my crease and blending the darker shades of blue into the crease and all over my lid. With the white eyeliner pencil, I'm tracing out where I want my wavy swoop designs to be before going over them with some concealer. I wanted to use this shape so it would look like waves on one side and fire on the other, sort of like Runa and Lyric's special abilities in the story. To make those shapes really pop, I'm going over the edges with the same blue eyeshadow just to intensify the colors, and I'm also bringing the color down onto my lower lash line. Next, I'm using the white body paint from CC Beauty 12 color palette, and I'm tracing over my swoops to make them pop even more. So I know where to split my Lyric side from my Runa side. I'm marking down the middle of my face, neck, and chest with the same white liner I used earlier. With a little bit of blue body paint by Mayron, I'm shading and contouring under my forehead, temples, cheeks, and jawline, and down the side of my nose. I'm also using the same blue body paint to shape and color my eyebrow, mixing a little bit of white body paint to coat my brow hairs. With the Creative Me palette by Coastal Scents, I'm using all of the yellows, oranges, and the red eyeshadow to do the same eye look on my Runa side. And I'm just tracing out and following the same cut crease method that I did on Lyric's side. With some orange body paint by Mayron, I'm contouring around my face the same way I did with my blue side, topping off the orange paint with a little bit of red eyeshadow on places I want more depth. With some red paint from the CC Beauty palette, I'm shaping and coloring my eyebrow just like my Lyric side. I wanted to add more swoops to my eyes, so I'm adding just 2 below my lower lash line with some white body paint. Time to move on to the rest of my body. With the same blue body paint, I'm stippling on a thin layer all over my neck, chest, and shoulders, leaving highlight points like my collarbones for later. I'm not being too neat with this layer as I want to color match my face and will be mixing in some lighter blue and some white body paint right after. Next, I'm using Graftopian airbrush paints to blend and brighten the colors that I just laid down, highlighting and shading with white and black body paint to give my body more dimension. And I'm going to repeat the same process on the other side, starting with orange body paint as my base. To add more depth, I'm using a little bit of red body paint to contour and then going over it with orange airbrush paint, which I made by mixing my yellow and red airbrush paint together. I'm next going to use a splatter brush to splatter yellow paint all over my Runa side, just to add some texture and a fiery-like highlight before painting actual flames onto my chest, neck, and shoulders. On my Lyric side, I'm stippling on bits of white body paint to mimic the sea foam and bubbles texture from the cover. I'm also going to be using this icy shimmery shade of blue from Juvia's Place Zulu palette to add some shimmer and highlight to the side. I'm also splattering on some white paint over that and painting on some bigger bubble shapes before topping off my highlight points with a little bit of glitter. Seeing as Lyric and Runa are twins, I wanted to paint a twin flame on my chest to represent this magical connection. So on the Lyric side, I'm painting her flame with a silver metallic paint, and on Runa's side, I'm painting her side with a gold metallic paint. I'm also taking the same gold metallic paint on Runa's side to highlight the flames and using it to trace over the swoop cut crease I did on my eyes. With the same metallic silver paint, I'm doing the same thing on Lyric's side. You can never have too much glitter, so to add some extra glow and shine to both sides, I'm using Cover FX glitter drops in Lunar and Mirage, and I'm dotting them along the highlight points on my face and on my body, blending them in with my fingertips. Next, I'm using some Lit Cosmetics glitter base and their amazing glitter in Ice Queen, and I'm dabbing this on the inner corners of my eyes. Time to put on some false lashes, and for this look, I'm using McQuee's 25mm 60 lashes, and I'm painting each one according to the side that they're on. So for Runa's side, I'm coating the lashes in gold metallic body paint, and Lyric's side gets coated in silver metallic body paint. I'm using the same paint for my lips, coating one half in silver and the other half in gold, and topping off both with silver and gold shimmer eyeshadows. I'm also slightly lining Lyric's side with blue body paint and Runa's side slightly with red body paint. Seeing as Runa has red hair in the book, I thought it would be fitting to coat my Runa side of hair in red airbrush paint. I'm spraying Lyric side in blue just to tie all the colors together. Last step now is to put on my headpiece and put in some colored contacts, which I did off camera. But wait! I needed more glitter! So with gold and silver glitter, I'm just tracing over my eyeshadow swoops to make myself extra sparkly and make my eyes pop even more, and dabbing a little bit of the glitter on my lips as well. But after that, and after painting my arms and hands, we're done! Here's our finished look for Daughters of Fire and Sea, the first book to Holly Karlsson's new epic fantasy series. I wanted to give a huge thank you to Holly Karlsson for such an amazing first book, and an even bigger thank you for commissioning me for this book look, as well as sending me a physical copy to read. This was such a fun look to create and even more fun to read. If you'd like to know more about Daughters of Fire and Sea and hear my thoughts and reactions while I read the book, be sure to check out my book talk video, which I will be linking down below. As always, thank you everyone on Twitch and IG Live for helping me put this book look together, and thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!